I turned 25 this past Wednesday, and now that my frontal lobe is fully developed and I have infinite wisdom, I'm gonna rank some manga covers. I asked you guys on Twitter to send me covers of any mangas volume 25, so let's get to it. First off is volume 25 of 7 Seeds, and honestly, this one is just not doing it for me. It's kind of boring, so this one's gonna go into D. Next up is a certain magical index, and kind of like 7 Seeds, this one is just not doing it for me. It's a little bit boring, so this one's also gonna go in D. Attack on Titan 25 is absolutely iconic. Of course, this is Eren popping out of the stage when Willie Tybur is giving his speech, and I'm gonna have to put this one at A. This one's pretty basic. I think this is the main character of Beck, so I'll put him in C. Y'all should know that I would never put Berserk anywhere lower than A. I will forever glaze Miura's artwork, and I love having the full gang on a cover, so this is obviously going in A, but I think I'll put it above Attack on Titan. Black Butler, really not doing it for me. I'm kind of bored with this one, so going in D. Black Clover, on the other hand, though, Yami's one of my goats, so he is automatically getting this cover into B. Zangetsu is pretty iconic, so I think Bleach is going to have to go in B as well. I like this cover, very wholesome, very nice. I think I'm going to put this one into C, though. Never really seen the hype surrounding Blue Lock, and I honestly think it's corny from the outside looking in, and this volume cover is not helping in that regard, so this one's easily going into D. Gaku and Alice is also not really hitting me hard, so I'm going to put this one into D as well. Don't get me wrong, guys, I love Claymore, but again, this volume cover is just not hitting. There are better Claymore covers out there, so at the very least, I'm going to put this one into C. This Gantz cover is doing absolutely nothing for me, so this is an easy D. There's a lot of clutter on this Twin Star Exorcist one too, so I don't really like it, but I think it's going to go maybe higher D. A. Basara is one of my favorite shoujo manga of all time, and Sarasa just looks so badass on this cover. This is going in A as well. You can't give me a JoJo Part 3 cover with the entire JoJo Part 3 gang and not expect me to put this one in A. I love them so much. Never read Kimi ni Todoke, but this one is very cute. I'm gonna put this in B. Love is War, kind of boring, straight to C. Skip Beat, also kind of boring, straight to C. Haikyuu, also kind of boring, straight to C. Hunter x Hunter, also a little bit boring, but it's Killua, so I have to put Killua the GOAT in B. Some Slam Dunk covers are iconic, but not this one. I'm honestly not feeling it, so I'm gonna put this one in C as well. Looking forward to reading Red River, but this cover is just not doing it for me, so you can go in C too. Haven't read Soul Eater, but the covers on this always slap, so I'm gonna put this one into B. Musashi's iconic, and Inoue always cooks with this cover, so this one's going to the highest of B. This Seraph of the End cover isn't hitting for me as well, so I'm gonna put this at the lowest of C. This One Piece cover is absolutely iconic. If you're caught up on the story, you know just how good the foreshadowing is on the cover as well. This is an easy S tier cover. JoJolion 25 is easily in my top 5 JoJo manga covers of all time, not just with JoJolion, but JoJo as a whole, so this is a very easy S tier. This Ippo cover is not doing it for me though, so this one's going in the low C. Shaman King also not hitting that hard, and I don't like the color on it, so I'm gonna put this one in D. I don't know if it's because I'm biased because I dropped the manga very early on, but this Komi cover is just incredibly boring, so I'm gonna put this one in D. This One Punch Man cover is also not hitting that hard for me, so I'm gonna put this one in C. Never read Zat's Bell, but this cover is hard as hell, so I'm putting this one in A. Gintama one is kind of simple, so I'm gonna put this one at the very top of C. It seems like every character is on this cover, so I'm assuming volume 25 is the last volume of Reborn, so just for that, I'm gonna put this one in the B tier. Still haven't read Naruto, but nonetheless, this cover is sick, and I love how Naruto is just randomly breakdancing in the middle of it, so this one's going in the B tier. Volume 25 of My Hero Academia is arguably the best and most iconic cover of My Hero as a whole, so I'm putting this one in a very easy A. B. This Yona one's just not hitting for me, but I'll put it in the C at the very least. This one definitely has some recency bias behind it because I just finished Golden Kamuy a couple weeks ago, and I really like Bodoro the Pirate's character overall, so I'm putting him in the B's. This is a very sick cover, but I don't know if I'm feeling it as much as I am some of the other ones, so I'm gonna put this one in like middle C. The door in Fullmetal Alchemist is iconic, and of course we have Alphonse chilling on the left of the volume cover, so this one is going in the A. I'm reading through Vinland Saga right now, and Thorfinn is absolutely going through it where I'm at in the manga, so to see him happy on a volume cover makes me happy, so that means I'm putting this one in B. This D Greyman cover is a little basic like the other ones, but I like the mirror image that's going on, so I'm putting this one in the bottom of B. I really like the colors on this Chihaya Fudo cover, so B. I feel like when I'm looking at this volume cover, I am missing a lot of context with what's going on in the manga at this time, and that's probably really relevant to the cover art itself, but even if I did have that context, this volume cover is not hitting for me, so I'm going to put this in the like middle C. Dragon Ball Z is of course iconic, and this cover is filled with iconic characters, so this one's going in B. This is the final volume of Dr. Stone, or at least it was, still some new chapters got released, so for a final volume, I think I'm going to be a little bit biased and put this one into high B. Gege always cooks on his covers, and he did not miss with this one. I think I have to put Sukuna in the A tier. It took me a little bit to realize that Aruma was making a 2 and a 5 with his hands for volume 25, so that's the only thing that's saving him from a D tier, but he's still going in the lower C tier. This Prince of Tennis one does absolutely nothing for me. D tier. And finally, 53 volume covers later, we have Eyeshield 21 to end it all off, and unfortunately, this one is not hitting for me, so I'm going to be putting this one in the C tier. Went ahead and moved some volumes around for the final list, so here's the full final tier list of volume 25 covers of manga that you guys shared with me on Twitter. Let me know in the comments if you guys would change any placements that I made on the tier list. I'm sure some of you guys are mad at me for putting certain volumes in certain places, and make sure you guys hit that sub button because I got a ton of videos in the pipeline coming soon.